So, my friends, today training session, rain, all rain, Höttinger Höll, we have to do, you know. But you see the weather is really bad. Entrance to Höttinger Höll. We see us a little bit on there and then hard training session. So, ding dong, you hear it. So here we are, entrance, you know. I drove this up, normally not allowed. I always watch, you know. But from here, the Höttinger Höll, if you don't know it, I have today training session, and that means this was part of a World Championship race 2018. The best drivers in the world for the World Championship was here. And that passage what we will drive now up was the steepest part of a World Championship race, you know. 28% is the steepest part, and my goal today is to drive it up 5 times in a row, you know. Up by once, you know, that is always important. Normal bike, you know, my equipment. I have a good jacket on, that means there goes no air in and out, so absolutely not perfect. Ding dong. But I have nothing other, you know. Then I have basketball shoes on, and I have today a jean on or such a thing, because my jogging pants will get completely wet, so I have to do with that. Equipment, a 30-year-old bike. It weighs in at 13 kilo 5 point. The thing goes always a bit down, so I cannot sit in a perfect height. And one thing which is a bit scary when you watch this, I don't know if you see that, but the wheel and this is not straight, you see that? And I cannot change it, you know, wait. So now it would be straight, but the wheel goes to the left side, you see that? When I make it very hard on, it will always go out, you know. But I have the other 30-year-old bike, but that I will not damage in the rain. Yeah, and that will get tough. And I have a backpack with a basketball and a few things in. Ding dong. Yeah. And then, now, park. I think he wanted to park here or not. I don't know. No. And yeah, and so I will try it out, you know it. And rain. But what shall I do, you know? By rain we have also to train. Now we'll take you to the chest. First round up by a time warp, means quick, that some see the route if they have never seen it. And then I will only take you by the steep parts every round, that you see the tough things, if I can do it or not. Yeah, and then we will see. Let's do it. I am here. Boah, I tell you now something. Wait. Wow, my backpack. That was brutal now. But, wait. Boah, only a few seconds I pulled out the camera from here. I have it still in the chest mount on. Boah, now we have to change it. That is impossible today 5 times in a row. Boah, you know. It is not a failure to me, you know, even if we cannot do it, but listen, I'm very honest always to myself, if I can do something or not, but today, the circumstance, and it's not the rain, you know, this thing, you see now I had put on my cap this, because I had the cap on and this nylon thing over. There comes no heat out or in. And when you drive such a thing, you know, that is steepest part of a world championship, 28%, there you go to the limit, you know. And when the heat does not go out, you are finished. Small things make a huge difference. Today I have that bike, what I showed you. Normally I have my other one, the repaired one, which weighs in 12.5, still heavy, you know, for nowadays. But this 1 kilo more you feel, and then I have no air in, you know, in this, that you also feel. And what I have, the biggest reason what I have felt was maybe 2 things, you know. I started training again, you know, 10 weeks off. But I did, you know, we drove to Seegrube, that was easier, you know. We drove to other things, but today was the part. I was not ready for that steepness, but I drove such steep parts. But I think, because yesterday I made the leg workout, you know. I had the kettlebell in my backpack and I drove 1.5 hour rounds to come to my training spot, to the most beautiful stairs. And then to go up all stairs, you know, with the feet, and that I feel today in my legs, you know, because normally, you know, to come up one time is no problem, you know it. Normally after 5, 6 hours, 7 hours I drive this up, you know, when I drove the steepest parts, and that I have felt. And the backpack, because I have another can in, because normally I come here at latest, and now I have more cans in plus the basketball. And at that part I have felt that I go backwards. I lean so much forward, you know. But even that, the wheel was coming off, which I normally never have here at the steepest part, you know. And so that makes no sense to try it now the 5 times, because all those circumstances are not ideal, you know. And the well, you know, the rain or the wet street was nothing. That was not a part, you know, not slippery or that you lose energy. But the most thing was that, boy, I put it out and I felt immediately how this went better, you know. You overheat. That makes a huge, huge difference, you know. But it is what it is. We have done it 1 time. Now I go play street ball, you know. For a subscriber, he asked me what ball is good by weather. I test it out again. Yeah, and then we see us at our training session. Until then, bye and ciao.